Here we go. So making a character in Piskel, I'm going to open up Piskel. I'm going to make sure I've got Piskel set up right. So if I go into settings here, I've got my grid on. Grid is on. I've set grid size to be 1 pixel. I've got it at 4 pixel size. So, I mean, this is okay too sometimes, but I want this. I want a green color because green stands out the best. Okay, I'm going to go to resize. I'm going to make sure that's set to 16 by 16. I've hit resize. I've also set those 16 by 16 gone set default so that it's set to 16 and it'll always be on 16 by 16. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make a character. So I'm going to go start with a circle. Actually, no, first I need to come up with a character design. So I'm going to look up something. Let's see, what kind of thing can I make as a character? I don't know. I'm going to go random word generator. And I'm going to generate a random actual word, not one random one from the random word generator I made. Okay, here we go. Random word. Royalty, not really helpful. Reactor, I want this to be a noun. So I'm going to make it a noun. Come on, nouns. There we go. Okay, let's have a look. Reactor, administration, that's not a noun, is it? Guest, currency, selection, equipment, beer, not really. Mixture, insect, no. Relation, no. Marriage, no. I've got to find something that's good. There's got to be something here that's good. All these seem so bland. I don't know. Oh, here. Okay, I've got an idea now. All right. So I'm going to start off by making a circle. Okay, now if I go click on the circle tool and I hold down shift, I can draw a circle. Now I want it to be, not like that. You want to make sure you let go of the mouse click before you let go of shift if you're doing this. So mouse off, shift off. Cool. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to close this now because it seems to be overheating my computer for some reason. Man, that's an intense word generator. Okay, there we go. So I've got my shape. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for kind of a brown color. I'm going to make some hair. It's going to be like a hair ball with legs. So here's my hair. I'm going to go in and cover this thing with hair. So actually, I'm going to literally make it a ball. I'm going to literally make it a hair ball. So I'll hold down shift. Make a circle here. There's my circle. I'll do it again. I need to make sure it's on black first anyway, because you want a black outline. Black outlines are quite useful. Because if you're playing a game and you've got a character that's a particular color, the black outline, you're against something like, say you're against a black background, you're going to see the inside of the color. If you're against, maybe the character itself is a white ball with a black outline. If you're on a white background, you'll still see it. And if you're on a black background, you'll still see it. So that's why we go with black backgrounds. Now, this isn't exactly even. I really want one that's going to be like an even amount of pixels, not like 5 like this, which is an annoying number. So I'm actually going to go back and redraw that again. I want to make sure it is an even number. So I want 6. There we go. Okay. Now I've got an even ball. Maybe a bit too large, but we'll just have to deal with it. So I've got a ball here. Actually, yeah, it is a bit too large. I'm going to go for 4. 4 should be a bit right size. Hold down shift again. There we go. That's 4. That's a good size. Okay. So I've got a ball now. So now I'm going to fill it with like a brown color. Use the fill tool to do that. And then I'm going to kind of get an alternate, like a lighter, maybe a darker brown color. And I'm going to start kind of stroking it out so it looks like, I don't know, something like here, basically. So we want to, change this thing up a bit. I want to black there, and then I want a different shade of brown again. I want a lighter shade of brown this time. Now I'm going to continue with that, make it kind of look a bit weird. There we go. Now it's a kind of an interesting shape. Okay, so I've got my hair ball now. It's an interesting color. It'll do for this. I do want to make sure that I've broken up. But I don't really want like any kind of repeating colors here. I want to make it to be properly broken up, different sort of shades here, so it looks, properly kind of not very homogeneous. You don't want it homogeneous. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of brown there. There we go. That'll do. Okay, so now I've got our hair ball. We need our feet for our hair ball. So I'm going to go for some boots. They're going to be white boots. I don't know why. I've just got this good feeling about white boots. So I'm going to make a new layer. I want the feet to be on a separate layer. And I'm going to go for a couple of boots here. Here we go. Okay. I'm actually going to have the boots in different layers, which is not something I normally do, but in this particular case, I think it's going to work better. So if I look at this so far, it's looking okay. I think maybe I need to move this one out a bit. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to use this tool. Okay, I'm going to move that one out a bit. I'm going to check again. Is that looking better? It's looking okay. It'll do. So yeah, as I said, some white boots. I don't know why. I just have a good feeling about white boots. So there we go. How does that look so far? Yeah, it's alright. It looks odd actually. The feet just don't work. I'm gonna change the design of those feet. Alright. I don't know. What would make good feet here? Maybe I'll go for brown after all. I'm gonna work this out. So maybe I'll have some brown squares here, and I'll go around with the brown squares. So as I said, I'm doing this in 2 separate layers. I need to remind myself that it seems. So I'm gonna draw my second foot here. Try that. Make sure I've got the same color on the inside. That's not the same color. That's the same color. Alright, how does that look? That looks alright. It'll do for what I need it to do. Okay. Last thing I'm doing, I'm going to make one more layer here. And I'm going to make some eyes. Some eyes, my hair ball. Now, I want these to be a bit different. I'm going to go for tri-viewed eyes. How does that look? It kind of looks a bit like one of those imps of Doom. It's not really the look I'm going for. Maybe we'll put something like that. How does that look? Yeah, that looks alright. But now it looks like an evil hairball. That'll do though. Whatever. Alright, evil hairball it is. Okay, sometimes you just don't know what you're drawing until you start drawing. The artwork takes life of its own. Okay, so now what I've got is I want to make this hairball look like it's moving. So I've gone to duplicate the first layer. I'm going to start off by moving the feet. So I'm going to move the right foot first, so it's going to come out a bit. Doesn't need to come out too much. And then the left foot's going to come out a bit. Okay. And I'm going to raise the entire hairball up slightly while it's moving. So we're going to make it move up a bit, which means we're going to move the eyes up a bit too. Alternatively, actually, we could try just moving the eyes. It'd be a bit less work because, yeah. So I don't know. We'll try moving the eyes maybe. Yeah, we'll see how that works. So we got that one there. I'm going to duplicate this one again, move it down to the bottom. Okay, this time the eyes are going to go up, and the legs are going to move again. So we want the legs to move towards each other when we're moving. So it's either towards or away, generally speaking. So I'm going to move that one there. Move this one back one more, so we've kind of got it moving in front of each other. Then we're just going to duplicate the front layer, put it in the middle, and now we can have a look, see if that animates right. And that does animate right. The eyes don't work though. I think it really does need to be the whole body. So rather than doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the eyes back to where they were for now. And normally I'd only keep, like one of these original layers and then the two options. But I'm actually going to keep both of these. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the body when it's not moving the legs. So I'm going to start by moving the body down a bit in this one. And then the second one's going to move up a bit. And that kind of works there. They're connected. The legs are still connected to the body, which is important. The eyes need to move up and down while the head's moving, so their body's moving. So make sure you do that. So we've got the eyes moving up here, and then the top one they're going to move down a bit. And so a bit more than that. Okay, and so what we got now is this. And now that looks pretty good. You've got motion, you've got animation. That's more or less how it works. Now, does it look though like it's walking properly? Not really. Not really. I'm going to change one more thing. I'm going to go down to this layer here where you've got the legs coming together. I'm actually just going to move them right in front of each other. So I'm going to move this leg right in front. I'm going to move the other leg right in front as well. So I only really see one leg when we're in the middle of moving. Let's have a look at that now. That looks better. It looks better. And that'll do, to be honest. For the purposes of this, that'll do. That's basically how you animate and create characters. Now, what else I need here is I need an idle animation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab this one here. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to move it down. I'm going to move everything back to how it should be when it's standing still. So eyes come down one, body comes down one. We've got our standard pose here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it look like it's blinking. So I'm going to duplicate this one again because we always want one with just the standard pose. That's important. So we're going to have a blinking pose. We're going to just, oop, did that wrong. Going to go into layer 4. We're just going to shut the eyes. Okay, now I'm just going to remove my first 4 for now so I can test the animation. I can put these back by going Control Z in a second. But if we look now at this, it looks like it's blinking. Now I can slow that animation down a bit so it looks like it's blinking properly. Now, of course, it jumps straight back up again, but obviously when we're in the video, I'm just going to turn off the grid and make max layer. Obviously, if we just go like this, it looks like it's blinking properly. So that's good. I'm going to put the other layers back now. And I'm going to save this as hairball. I need to change the title as well. So hairball, save as hairball. I'm going to put that in my pictures. And there we go. We're all done with that. Cool. So I will now close that and I'll see you guys later.